All right, you'll have a second one to choose from.
Thank
Okay.
you.
So I'll show the process here, and this will be just straight through what we're going to do here. So you're going to get a Google sheet that has all of the submissions, all the rubrics for all the submissions, and each one is its own like Google form that you'll click on and fill in. So I'll show you how you'll start with this 2 fake submissions. You'll hover and then click the link, and that will open up a window that, of course, now I should let me close these other ones so you don't get confused. So it'll open up a window, and on each one it'll say submission 1, 2, whatever it is. This one says fake submission, and you've got your rubric that describes exactly what 1 through 5 means. 1 is they did not really answer the question, so there's like maybe nothing there, or they're totally off track. 2 is they gave very minimal but not much experience going on. This also is when you're coming to the artwork part, your sort of level of artwork expertise. Number 3 is, kind of right in the middle. Either way, number 3 is kind of, you try to avoid 3. If we get a lot of 3s, nothing really happens. So if you cannot use 3, don't use 3. Try to err towards the other side of 3. So number 4 is, of course, the skill level is a sophisticated level, and the experience is of a sophisticated level, higher than average, I guess you would say. Then you get to 5 is, of course, the top level, highest skills, highest experience, highest passion, best you can get. And then right under that, on each one of the submissions, you're going to see this URL for reference. So there's going to be 1 or 2, maybe even 3 links that you can click on and see their art. So it'll be to their Instagram or their website. You're not judging that particular, like their website is there for you to know more about them if you need it. So you could click that, and then you would see, either a website or Instagram. You can look at it whenever you want to. So go ahead, and then you'll go down, you'll put your name, and then you'll put, the first question is, which ACW project do you like the best and why? And the reason we did this is we really want them to get introduced to Art to Change the World if they aren't, and express that they have studied what we do and see all of the social justice and social practice art that has been made, and projects that have happened, and put in some kind of information that tells us maybe something about them and where their interests lie. You've got your marginalized group. They will write on that anywhere from a paragraph to just, a sentence or 2. And then you've got the compelling media is going to answer the question of what they make and what it's focused on and how they show it, or where they've shown their art, or what they've done with their art. So that'll be a description. Then in most of them, you will get to their artwork, and there'll be pictures of the art. And you'll scroll those and check those out. And then you'll see, then it'll say number 4, work samples. And this is where you're going to judge the actual artwork. And there may or may not be artwork statements in this area. If they didn't put artwork statements, it'll just say see above, and I'll have that. And you'll do those there. Then you've got the resume is the same thing, where it's a link that will open up. So you'll click that, and it'll open another window to show you a resume. And when you're done with that, you can just click it away, and you'll go back. And then you'll be down to the bottom will be anything else. And then they'll write hopefully something. If they haven't written anything, it's up to you if you want to just leave it blank. If you feel like you've got a lot of information, you can leave it blank. It won't hurt against them. If they didn't write anything at all, you could also just give a 3, whatever you sort of feel like. If they didn't give you any information and you really feel like you need more, then, maybe you'd only give them a 1. So that's what most of these are going to look like. There's one variation that you'll see, and I'll click out of this one. I'll go back. So after you've done it, you'll go back. I would recommend, closing the window so that you don't get confused about which window it is. that you're going to. Of course, you'll see it and you'll be like, oh, I already did this one. So the second one I have is the fake submission number 2. And this will show just one variation on it, which is when you scroll, you won't see images, but they would have given me a link. Sometimes it's a couple of links, it might be a link to a website. Mostly what I've seen people do has been to give a link to a like a PDF. This is a link to a website, but they would have given maybe a PDF right here that actually shows all their artwork on one page with artist statements. So some ways that was really easy for me, but that, you know, you'll click on that and you'll open it up and you'll see it. And then you'll give your score on the work samples. Same thing with resume, same thing with that. I don't know if I said before, obviously, when you're done, you need to push submit so that it goes in. So you'll push submit, then you can close. Actually, when you push submit, it will just say that. And you don't want to go submit another response because that's going to be another response to the same submission. So you'll want to close that and go back to this. So, and do the next one. I didn't say that in the last time, so hopefully.
No, you didn't say that, Leo. You've gotta
No, I'll
clarify
send out
that.
I'll add that to the
Okay.
email when I send it to everyone, is that you need to push submit.
Yeah.
I think we got talking about other things before I jumped onto
Mhm.
I did that. Yep. So I'll send out this recording to everybody too. So does anybody have any questions?
So question,
Uh-huh.
when will this process start?
So for you are part of Mill City, right?
Yes.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're
Yes.
it's like you've got a while because technically those applications aren't out yet. So
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
So I
And
haven't.
did you see my text, Amada?
I
Don't be-
did. Thank you so much.
Don't be scared about these 53.
Yeah, you're not gonna have that
You're-
many.
Well, I was excited. I was like, oh my gosh,
Ooh,
53
so many.
submissions. That's great. So no, I wasn't scared. I was more
You
just
never know.
excited
There
about
could
it.
be more, but well, I don't, yeah. So one other thing I
We're
wanted to say,
expecting about 15 because there's a lot to it, including standing around for Stone Arch Festival, right?
Okay.
one thing, whoever, it doesn't matter which one you're doing, if you do come across someone that you feel like you have a, what's the word? You know them too well, you have a conflict of interest. So it's up to you if you, I mean, just because you know an artist does not mean you have a conflict of interest, but you know, if they're your significant other, there's somebody you've had, you know, long time, you know, maybe a dispute with. And so you're like, I can't look at their art without thinking about this negative thing or whatever it is. You can just abstain. So just don't put anything. You don't do it. Just leave it on your little, everybody's going to get their own rubric sheet. It'll say their name. So where it says check with finished, you'll just write abstained and it won't count against them and it won't count for them. So it's go ahead and you can do that whenever you just feel, just go by your own gut of what to do there. So is there anything else that
So question,
Mhm.
question. So I'll get an email saying, here's your here's your go.
Mhm.
Time to go, and this is the deadline.
Mhm. Yes.
Okay.
You will.
Very good.
And you will get a link to your own spreadsheet like this, and it'll probably only go to like here, 15 or 20, maybe if you're lucky.
This is amazing. Really well done. This is very easy to understand. I love Google Forms, so
Oh, good. Yeah.
this is not a learning curve for me. This is really great. And you utilized all the links very well. And yeah, this is great.
Yes, and hopefully, so, you know, all this is manually entered. So if there's any mistakes, if you read the same answer twice, it's because I didn't copy and paste properly. So just let me know if anything looks wonky. I feel confident, but you know, it's a lot of mistakes can happen. Human errors are out there. So
Did
just
you
let me
stop
know.
recording?
Yep, I think did we cover?
Leo, did you stop recording?
I will stop.
Yeah, stop recording. Yeah.